Hi, my name's Margaret. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've got a topic for you. It's about the bushfires in Australia in the world environment. I don't know if you're going to agree with me on this or not, because I'm not going to go into, yes, I agree with the environment or not. It's not about that, okay? It's about home pinning on the problem. It's about dealing with the problem, not making things as big as they are or start making rumours about it, yeah? First thing I want to say to you is it's just not a psychic thing. Nothing to do with psychic. It's just facts and how I feel, alright? This is just things that I've seen on YouTube, Facebook, internet, that kind of stuff. It's all facts. Nothing to do with psychic at all, yeah? So, secondly, for the people out in London, America, China, all them kind of people, I just love to say thank you. And the bushfire people and the nurses and that. I just love how we're all working together, fighting on one thing, and we're fighting on the fires. I just love it, and I just love how we're getting working together as a team. That's a good thing. I just want to put that out there. I'm grateful for everyone around me right now, so I want to put that out there. Secondly, one thing I'm not grateful for, and I'm not grateful for this at all, I don't feel like we're home pinning on the issue. I mean, yes, we're dealing with the fires and we're trying to put them out, but I've been finding this on the media a lot, that we're making things bigger than are, or saying things that aren't true, yeah? There's a number of things I want to tell you about, and I'll use this one first. On the panel, it's Australian show. The panel, I think it's on Channel 11, something like that. This guy introduced this lady to the Prime Minister and said, "Hi, this is our Prime Minister." She turns to him and says, "No, he's not our Prime Minister." People took that as she's pissed off with the Prime Minister because what happened related to the bushfires. But what they all realised about, and the panel did say sorry about this, the panel, someone said she's annoyed because she's unhappy with the fires. But what happened, she's from another country. Simple as that, she's from another country. And because he's not her prime minister, because she's from another country. It's like saying the Queen is America's prime minister, but they're not. She's not. You know, it's kind of like that. So that's the thing, and that's, yes, the meant well, but it wasn't the truth. It's as simple. It wasn't the truth. Yes, they did say sorry about it. No, I do appreciate that, but when you do something like that, and this doesn't matter if it's a media thing or someone outside, like a little kid or a 99-year-old person or a girl or boy, it doesn't matter. When you're doing that, you're not focusing on the problem. The reason I'm saying this, 2 weeks ago on the media, I heard, I don't know if it's true now, because this is 2 weeks ago, 83% of these fires are man-made. So 83% of it's man-made, yeah? And when you focus on something like, no, he's not my Prime Minister, and you're thinking she's pissed off with him, you're focusing on something it's not true. Everyone's focusing on this issue, it's not true. They're not focusing on this thing, it is true. Like 83% of mankind started these fires, and we need to focus on that. We need to focus on the real issue. We need to focus on how we're going to deal with that problem, not the problem that someone made something up on, like the Prime Minister and this lady. We need to focus on the real issue, yeah? And this is where I'm putting it in. And it's like, and I know a lot of you are not going to agree with me here, but if this was 3 months ago or 3 or 6 months later, I won't have an issue with this right now. But we're dealing with fire right now and the whole issue. There's this day show called Today Show in London, and she's a very course lady, but she deals with the environment, they deal with the facts and all that. I can't remember the name that she used, but she's trying in it, yeah. And we got a Sydney guy here. I don't know what he does, but he's a Sydney guy. He doesn't agree with the environment stuff. They're arguing about that and how it's out the fires. Yes, 17% of the fires were set on nature set on fire. We don't have a control over that right now. We can't stop nature's changing. We can't stop thunderstorms. We can't stop the heat. We can't stop the ground drying. We can't deal with, we don't have the issues over that. What we have what we can deal with, and what we can have a try over. If you're a person who smokes, don't get me wrong, you smoke, it's okay. I don't have an issue with that. What I have an issue with, if you're a person who smokes, and I've seen this minute, we had the dust, that 44 degrees heat. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was waiting for a bus, and the guy was at the bus stop smoking. That's okay, he's smoking. It's really windy that day. The skies was red. It was dust. It was a dust storm. Instead of he putting this bud out, what he did, he took it out of his mouth and threw it on the ground. He had a throw over that. He could have put the bud out and put it in the bin, and that wouldn't start a fire at all. This is a 44-degree heat day with a dust storm. And it was really windy. It was so windy with leaves and branches everywhere. And this is in Bendigo. It was everywhere. He had a try over that. He had a try to put his butt out to not start a fire. He's lucky enough I was there to put that butt out. If I wasn't there or people wasn't around him, I would hate to see what happened. Because it was really, really windy, really, really hot, and it wasn't a pretty sight that day. I was, at that point, I had a job that day, to the point where I thought to myself, do I go to work? So it was that bad. He had a trial over that, and that's what I mean. We have a trial over things like that. We don't have a trial over the environment. I hate to say, yeah, we can try and fix it, but we don't have a trial of it. We can protect something that's not going to happen right there and then, but I'm telling you, probably in another 10 or 15 minutes time, it's going to happen no matter what we do. But that's not the problem right now. The problem is we need to focus on what we can do, yeah, and what we say. I'm saying that too, because there's a lot of stuff out there, not just with the media, but there's people out there that are saying things aren't right. It's not true. It's like the panel story. Now, we thought this would make a good story, or someone thought they'd make a good story, but when they're doing that, they're not focused on the problem. They're not focusing on how did this happen? Was it mankind? Can we have a try of it? That kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of thing what I'm trying to say to you. Like, yes, we have a real climate problem, but that's not the problem right now we have. Deal with the problem right now and say, okay, what can we do with that? So don't think about rumors, okay? Now, that's the thing, like, if you're making one up or you're not making one up and you're hearing it, think about it. And if you think about, we want to talk about the world environment stuff, make it another time. Like, think about it another time. Let's do with this 83% of people who started the fires. Let's deal with that. Right now, can we have a try with that? Like, what is it that we can do with that? Like right now, I've been heard on Sunrise, it's a Channel 7 show, that that people going into house and stealing stuff. We have a try over that, yeah? You have a try about doing it or not doing it. We have a try if we see it, what we do with it, you know? That's the thing we can have a try over. And that's the thing we can talk about. Like, okay, if we see a lady with a blue top on, with hair, brown hair, about 5'4", in vinegar, going into a house that's got on fire. I think her name is Margaret. We need to call the police. I'll just put it out there that this lady called Margaret's going around stealing things from houses. You have a try with that, yeah? If it's not true, you don't put it out there, because you just, like I said, you focus on something that's not true, and when you need to focus on something is true, yeah? And that's what I'm trying to say to you. So think about why you're saying it and what you're saying it for, okay? So is it going to help the bushfire situation? Is it going to help the outcome of it? Perfect example, and I know she didn't mean by this, and I know it's a huge thing, and I know we are lack in money, so I can get it. I get that, but what she said, her husband is a volunteer fire person. I think that's what you call it, and he just go out and do it as a volunteer person, yeah. She said, and the Prime Minister said something wrong. They want to come and help out. They don't want to stand back and watch it, yeah. And that's fair enough. You know, if you volunteer, I get that, how he part. But she said, do you think he really wants to do it? He'd rather be at home and be with his family, and I get that too. But I think what the Prime Minister means, as a volunteer, you choose to do it, yeah? But at the same time, you have to look at that too. Like, why do we have to do it? We didn't have to do it. But, yeah, so that's another thing. But, yeah. So, think about it in that way, in how you word anything. And granted, and you're going to meet people like this lady who will say things because they're going through grief, they're going through a problem, they're seeing the issues with it. And look, if I was to say, I'll be worried about my husband too. Like, I'll be really worried about him, because, yeah, it sounds like the fires are pretty big out there. I haven't been in one. We've been in here in Bendigo, we've been getting the dust, the smoke, but that's it. So we've been very lucky, yeah. But some places aren't so lucky, you know. And I would say we kind of got the light smoke, not the big full-on smokes. And some places aren't that lucky, and that's what we need to focus on. Like, it's like these people who are nurses, you know. I mean, media, they can say, they're saying, you know, if you have issue with asthma and all that, stay inside, kind of stuff. But they, you know, they can make a big deal about it and say, oh, this work, I don't have an issue with it. But you're not dealing with the issue. You're dealing with issues, like, and you have a deal, you can deal with it. You know, think about, yeah, the outcome of things. So all I can say is, when you put something out there, it doesn't matter if you work on media or you're just doing what I'm doing right now, think about the outcome. And if I'm gonna make and think about it in this way, if I'm gonna make a rumor about something or make something small into something big, how is it gonna affect it? Is it gonna take the focus away from the problem? Yeah, and that's the thing. When you think about that, am I gonna take the focus away from the problem? So you want to deal with the problem, yeah? we can deal with the 83% of people who start the fires. Yeah, we can deal with that. Yeah, but we can't deal with something that's not true. Like, why is it the Prime Minister's fault that we had a fire, we had an emergency? Why is it that his fault? You know, do think about that. I suppose that's what I'm trying to say. Think about that in that way, right? If we're going to blame the Prime Minister, why is it his fault? We know it's 80% of people who start the fire. What are we going to do about that? And how are we going to deal with that? How we can deal with that? And there's some really good stuff out there, and I'll put a bit out there where from some of the stuff that's going on is a week ago or something like that, where I think it was Sydney, the high people on the beach and they couldn't get anywhere. So a Navy ship came over, picked these guys up and brought them back to Melbourne. That's a good thing. That's a focus, actually. That's a focus. You know, what can we do for these people? All right, let's get the ship to get these people out of this situation. That's focus. Yeah, that's focusing on the problem. That's a perfect one. So, yeah, that's a perfect one. And it's working together as a team. That's what I love about working as a team. That's a good thing. So, but it's a focusing. We have a try over there. Imagine if, and I would say this, imagine this was the Navy and they went to Adelaide. No one's there. Yeah, because someone said, oh, there's fires in Adelaide. And there's no fires in Adelaide. And they went to Adelaide. Yeah. So think about that in that way. So, no, when you put something out there, think about how is it helping, okay? And that's what I want to do. And something like that, the neighbour's sheep, it's teamwork. And the more we do that, the more we can work together. And the more we can work together, the more next time something happens, we know what to do, yeah? And that's what I want to talk to you about. So think about what you put out there, like the panel, lucky this, say sorry about it, and they did make a mistake, but they took the issue away from the problem away from the issue. They're focusing on something that's not true. That's not focused on the issue. And that's what you want to do. You want to focus on the issue and what can we do about that issue. So when you lie about, I have to say lie about someone being angry with the Prime Minister, they're not focused on, okay, what's the real issue here? And that's what you want to do. You want to focus about the real issue in the problem. So that's my thing with this. Like I said, it's not everything's about the environment. I do have issues about the environment, and if you want to watch it, it's on the YouTube channel. It's under margaretdivko, and it's Australian fires and a world environment to 2020. So if you want to look at that, and I've got theories behind why I don't think it's going to help the fires. It doesn't help with the fires, and it's what I learned. But this is what I learned. These other stuff like this guy did with the lady in London. Yeah, like he just took the whole thing away from the fires and the issues with the fires. So that's with that. So if you want to watch that, and that's just a theory, but it's not a theory, it's science facts. I learned it from schools, so it's science facts. But the theory is why I don't believe we can fix the environment, but that's my theory, yeah, and that's all of it. So if you want to watch that too. But what I'm trying to say, just focus on the root issue, because you're going to deal with people out there who they're very valuable. Like they're dealing with loss. They lost their home. They might lost a parent, a partner. You don't know, and it's a big thing. So they're gonna have really. They're gonna do, and it's a normal thing when you lose something. It's a grief thing where you're gonna blame someone. And it might be not their fault, but they're gonna blame someone, and that's a hard enough thing to deal with. But if you're gonna do it for a media thing or attention thing, that's another thing, and I don't think you should be doing it. I mean, people are going through a hard time already. Like I said, they're going through grief. Some of them won't know the whole story till later on, and if we just stick with the facts and deal with the problem out there, we'll be right. And think about it this way: people out there, and we saw it with the London story, with today's show, that they didn't know the whole story. So they just made something up with it. If it's true or not, I don't know. But they made it up. Probably 80% of it, they made it up. So it's because they don't have the whole facts in it. You know? And that's something we don't want to do. We want to deal with the issue. Don't do with the fact, the lies and that. So when you put something on the media, think about who's watching it and how it's helping the situation. Is it going to help the situation actually? Because things like the world environment stuff, at this stage, it's not going to help anyone. So if you just stick with the facts and say, this is what happened, and this is what we need to do. Yeah, just stick with the facts, yeah? Once again, I'm going to say to you again, this is not me being psychic. This is facts. This is truth. It's just truth, alright? So don't look at it and say, oh, Margaret just had a dream. No, it's not about a dream. It's facts. You Google London. I'm assuming if you Google London Today's show, you probably get the same thing. You watch Sunrise in the mornings, or if you don't, you Google Seven Sunrise. You're going to get information on it. Channel 9, Today's show, you get that same stuff. So think about it, watch it, and look at stuff on YouTube. Some of the stuff this is on YouTube. So just get your facts right, because it's going to be more helpful if you get your facts right. Yes, people do blame the Prime Minister, and that's okay, and he knows that, and that's okay, but don't make it bigger than it is, okay? Just don't make it bigger than it is. Deal with the problem, deal with the facts, and because if we deal with that, we're going to deal with the issue. So if you, like I said, 83% of these fires are man-made, and we need to deal with that. Like, that's a huge thing. So it might be less now, it might be more now, because this was 2 weeks ago, so it could be either. But 83%, that's a lot. So think about it in that way, and I hope this is useful. Like I said, it's not a psychic thing. It's the stuff I looked on TV, on YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, so stick with the facts. Don't make a bigger thing out of it. Just listen to people. And if you listen to people, there's the people who are in the fire front of it all, you're going to get the facts anyway. You might have to read between some of them. Depends on the person, but you're going to get the facts, yeah? Don't decide it and make a rumour up like there's a fire in Bendigo, because there's no fire in Bendigo. Don't make that up, because you're going to make a huge problem with that, okay? So just deal with the problem. Like and there is one, and there's a fire in Gippsland, say there's a fire in Gippsland, yeah, just deal with the problem, not make things up because you feel it's a good thing to or make it as a media, it's a good news thing for you. Don't do that because you're making a problem into something bigger. So I just want to put that out there for you. So yeah. Secondly, again, I'd like to thank everyone across the world for helping us. It's been really good. That's a really positive thing, and I just love how we all get together and work as a team. So some of you guys gonna watch this thinking, what in the hell she's talking about? Guys, I've got some people on YouTube, on Facebook, from overseas, and you know who you are. So I just like to say thank you, and yeah, and hope this is used. And just like I said, just before you do it, think about what you're doing. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to say. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. See you next time.